Aquarius, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. You know I appreciate you all, and I'm going to get it started right away with a couple of oracle cards here just so we could breeze on into this reading nice and smooth. I hope you're all doing well and fantastic. Let's go. God Spirit Team, talk to me about Aquarius. What do we got going on? And we're going to look at these real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull your bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. So there are many things for you to consider and think about, my Aquarius friends. Let's see what's up. What do we got for Aquarius? You know me, I like to start the readings with these oracles just to breeze in nice. And yeah, possible energetic connections, cords, things of that sort could be important. And we have a big focus here with that hermit type of energy. So before we fully dive into these cards, it's going to be an interesting one. If you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Now, into this reading. You see the imagery on this card. You see that man, that woman. Obviously, they're at a distance from each other. But to me, I always see this card as the energetic connections that we have. When we form bonds with people, whether romantic, friends, even co-workers sometimes, I personally believe that we form energetic connections and cords with them where we speak to each other on that energetic level. So the universe could be trying to bring your mind to that, some sort of strong connection, or really thinking about those connections that you might still be holding on to is a big vibe with this card. The second one, though, is very similar to the Hermit. I always say this is Hermit energy, so maybe you're tied with a Virgo. Aside from that, like, notice he has the tattoo of the sun on his head, the third eye that is just engulfed in light. So we think of wisdom, we think of knowledge, seeing things clearly. But notice he is focused on his creation. So maybe there's something you're wanting to bring forth or create, or there could just be a huge focus. Like you are laser focused in on some sort of situation. Could even be someone focused in on you. But we're going to see how this all unfolds. We're going to get into tarot now. We're going to start you with 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify here. So what do we got for Aquarius, please, my gods? Talk to me. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, I'll tell you that. What do we got for Aquarius? Last week's reading was an unexpected message, and the week before that was an unplanned change. And there's been a lot of mystery around the Aquarius collective, and I want to see if that's still sticking around. It might not be. You know the deal. But let's see. Let's get these cards out here. I always find it interesting that the energies can sometimes shift completely, and we have the Queen of Swords in position number 1. That could easily represent you. So I could already tell this is going to be a layered type of reading, okay, with what we had going on. So yeah, all the rest of the spread is going to be major arcana. We have the Hanged Man and we have the Strength card. I feel like I need to pull you a bonus, though. That is something that rarely happens. Like, I'll pull a bonus if it pops out, but I feel like I need to pull you one more, Aquarius. There we go. We got the 8 of Cups. All right, so let's talk about these. I'll give you some of these classical archetypes and meanings, then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff in a moment. Interesting how this energy is sweeping along. In position number 1, we have the Queen of Swords. As I already said, this could represent you. It could represent another air sign. But this is someone who is very clear thinking. I see a lot of thought action in these first 2 cards, but this is a no-nonsense type of individual. This is someone who says it like it is, tells it to you straight up, does not mince their words. In the positive, this could be very clear and concise communication. In the negative, this could be someone who's a little cold, a little callous. But in my style of reading, when we clarify her, this could be something that's coming towards you, since it's an air sign. Let's keep it moving, though. We have the Hanged Man right in the middle. You might be tied to a Scorpio. I like the Hanged Man card because, to me, this is someone who is looking at things from different vantage points, looking at things from different perspectives. This can be the universe asking us to pull back and analyze something. So with the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man right next to it, it could be you needing to analyze. This could be somebody analyzing you as well, like watching you. So there could be somebody watching your moves. We'll clarify. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. The Hanged Man could also be a card of self-sacrifice, someone who's willing to take one for the team. But on the back end, we have the Strength card. Beautiful energy that this card is. I always say this is somebody who has an internal well of strength. Regardless of the things they've been through, they have that inner strength that helps move them forward, okay? This isn't physical strength. This isn't big muscles and brawn. This is someone who has strong character, strong emotion, and they can push through. It's that inner well. So fighting our demons with love as opposed to brute force is something that I love with this card. It could just be a Leo that you're tied to. And technically, at the time of this filming, we are in Leo season. So there could be something that's coming towards you in the next couple weeks. We'll see. Bonus card that I felt like I had to pull for you was the Eight of Cups, okay? I felt like I had to pull this card. Now, this is an action card. This is a movement card of things progressing. A lot of people see this as leaving something in the past, cutting ties with something, and it doesn't always have to be a person. It could be a way of being. It could be a way of acting, okay? So it's simple. That might be playing into the whole theme we have going in here. As I already said, we had energetic connections going on in the very beginning, and we're going to see how all this ties together. Let's dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get one more good shuffle here for the beautiful Aquarius collective, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got? What do we got for Aquarius? And this is where I go intuitive with the message, my friends, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research if you'd like, or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, all readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So let's see what's up with this Queen of Swords. Why is she here? What's going on with the Queen of Swords for Aquarius? I always like when she shows up. Okay. This is the Eight of Wands in reverse, yeah. Watch out for miscommunications, but I do feel like this is somebody that's just, and I use this in a broad sense. I don't know what every single Aquarius is going through, but the Eight of Wands is that of communication, is a card of messages. So when I see it in reverse, I could see somebody being told off, like giving somebody a piece of your mind. So that might be something coming in the next couple of days, or it might be something you've recently done, is like give someone a piece of your mind, let them feel that sharp tongue. It can absolutely be somebody just really not wanting to try to play those mental games, those mental gymnastics. This is somebody who's just like, all right, enough of that nonsense. Okay, this is turning those arrows back around. So I feel like it's one or the other. Either giving somebody a piece of your mind or just not playing games at all. Like, all right, no more games. I'm not playing any types of games. This is what it is, and it is what it is. Okay, that's the vibe it's giving me. We're going to keep it moving, though. Interesting. I feel like I've seen that for you in recent weeks as well, like someone who's like game over mode. But we'll see what's up with this Hanged Man. Yeah, you might you might tell someone off in the coming days and weeks. And if you're cross-watching for an Aquarius, you might wind up doing that as well. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in the upright. So we have double queens, beautiful, strong, divine, feminine energy. And when I see her, I feel like this is somebody who is extremely gorgeous. This is aesthetic beauty. So when I see her under a card of the Hanged Man, somebody analyzing, I feel like this is somebody trying to regenerate their confidence. Okay, that's the vibe, because she is an extremely confident card to me. So you might be in that mode where you're taking a step back, or you might be feeling really good about yourself. You might see something about yourself that you didn't see before, whether it's an internal quality or a quality about yourself. You might feel pretty, you might feel sexy, you might feel gorgeous, just from tweaking your perception just a little bit. Okay, that's the vibe it's giving me. I know that's an interesting type of message from what I usually give, but if you've been a little down about yourself recently, maybe you need to just tweak the way you look at yourself and the way you look at situations, and you might see how beautiful you really are. We're going to move in on strength. Interesting vibes this week, for real. Why is strength here? Then I'll give you a recap before we get into your bonus spread. Why is strength here for Aquarius? Thank you. Yeah, Hermit. Beautiful. Okay. The Hermit, you might be tied to a Virgo here. We have a lot of major arcana in this spread. These are big themes, big shifts, big possible changes. And the Hermit is someone using their inner wisdom. There might be certain situations you're going through right now that might leave you a little confused from time to time, whether it's how someone's acting, why someone would do this, why would someone do that, why isn't this working out? But deep down within, you do have the inner wisdom to discern that and make the proper choices. And once again, I'm speaking very general because there's a lot of Aquariuses out there. But under the strength card, the inner strength, the Hermit is also a card of the inner, the confidence. So we're seeing a lot of confidence throughout this whole spread with the Queen of Wands. This is somebody working on the internal, not just the external like we're seeing with this queen. I feel like this is very good. You might be in the mode to really better yourself. You might be really like, and everyone is on a journey of that sort in some way or fashion, but you might really kick that into overdrive where you're like, you know what? I want to eat better. Or, you know what? I want to act better. Like, whatever it might be, there could be a big journey of self-improvement when I see this. That's just the vibe it's giving me. Or they could just be Leos and Virgos. So take it however it hits. Please take a screenshot if you'd like to do further research. Let's go through a quick recap, then we'll get your bonus spread. In position number 1, we have that beautiful, strong Queen of Swords with the 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel like it's a double-edged message. It could be one or the other. You might tell somebody off in the coming days and weeks, or that's something you might have done, like just give someone a piece of your mind and say it like it is. Aside from that, this is somebody who's like, no games. I'm not playing mental gymnastics. I'm not playing any types of games. It is what it is. Like, I'll put up my shield because this is a card that looks like arrows. Okay, this queen isn't playing that. We move further to the Hanged Man with the Queen of Wands in the upright. This is somebody that might need to look at themselves through a different lens. I already said she is about how one feels about themselves, self-confidence. And half of this entire spread is that of self-confidence, how someone feels on the inside. So with the Hanged Man, you might need to really analyze yourself or another person through a different lens and really see what it is that makes them or you beautiful. It's nice. It's gaining confidence. And right here on the back, we have the Strength card with the Hermit in the upright. Once again, 2 cards that speak about the internal person. The Well of Strength, the Wisdom, and I feel like this is somebody who's really trying to embark on some sort of self-improvement, and not just in a little way. This is somebody really wanting to strive for better in all facets of life. So this feels good to me. It feels positive, even though like we have this person in the beginning not trying to play no games. There's a big journey here within this spread. Yeah, it's only 7 cards in the whole spread, but there's a big journey here. And we have the 8 of Cups as the bonus. So yeah, please take a screenshot. We're going to get your bonus spread out real quick. See what it is you need to hear, Aquarius. That was an interesting one, my friends. I always say it every week. Usually the Aquarius readings are like super layered with a lot of different things going on. I love reading for you guys. And we'll just see what you need to hear from the universe. Let's go. We're just going to get you 2 cards and put a capstone on this reading. What do we got for Aquarius? Okay, that might have showed up for you last week. Okay, let's just get this card out here. We have the 7 Star Sisters. I like this card. To me, that can speak of astrology and astronomy, getting out under the night sky. It's a beautiful type of vibe. It's a beautiful type of energy. And we are the Hathors. Nice. That is something that showed up for the Libra collective as well. So we're going to talk about these super quick, the intuitive and literal meanings of the cards. When I see the 7 Star Sisters, it could talk about relying on other people or asking for assistance, sure. But I think of the astrological things, maybe getting out under the night sky, bathing in the stars, bathing in the moonlight, really taking in that energy for a nice energetic reset. But you might want to look into your personal astrological transits or your natal chart when a card like this shows up. The literal meaning says birth and creation's tapestry of life and expressing. Something we kind of saw throughout the main spread itself, like how someone feels on the inside is what aids them in expressing that to the outer world. Okay, so we're seeing that here. Now, the We Are the Hathors card, I do like it. It looks a little plain Jane on the face, right? Especially when I put it next to the other cards that are in this deck. These are just megalithic structures. But to me, they are cards of stability, things starting to calm down, being firm and well planted. Okay, so this is someone being either stern or strict in their truth, or something starting to stabilize. The literal meaning says deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. So to me, that is all about nurturing and caring. Hey, if you've been in that Queen of Swords mode, it's all good. Sometimes you need to be a little cold and tell people what it is. But also, there is a time and place for nurturing and loving and caring. And that could be something you need in this time. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my most favorite decks out there, and it's gorgeous. So if you'd like to get your name in for the running, you only need to do 2 things. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, if I could grant you any one wish, what would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, thank you so much. and I'll see you next time.